So it's Friday, day 44, and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. I spent the night at the Rabbit Hole, a really nice hostel, 2 miles off the trail, but if you just get to the parking lot at the trail, as it's documented in gut hooks, you can call them. It's a good cell service. All the different carriers, you can get service there. Call him, he'll be out within 5 minutes. Real quick. It's Rabbit, the guy who runs the place. And it's a really nice hostel. Highly recommend it. Not just because of the milkshakes, but the hostel is rather unique. It's a very pastoral setting, very serene, quiet. A lot of good vibes coming out of there, and Rabbit and his significant other really are good hosts. So I recommend it. I did meet Bebop there, overnighted with Bebop, a young lady. I think she said she worked for Patagonia. No longer works there. Got out of it. She's tired of the big city life. And also, Birdman was there. Guy from Michigan, very stout and pretty good hiker. And then there's a couple there, didn't stay in the hostel per se, they got a little scampy 12-foot mobile or trailer home, very small. It's exactly what I want, so I spent a lot of time looking at their scampy, talking to him about it, but he's kind of bouncing around on the AT. She parks the little home for a week or so, and he hikes a section, and then she picks him up at the end of the day, and they move on around the trail that way. And interesting couple. So apparently my one of my videos, episode 42, got censored. Had Boots Off Hostel because the background music was playing songs from the 60s. So if you can't see episode 42, that's why. It's not like I can exactly control the background music, but apparently YouTube doesn't care. There's an oft-repeated slogan on the trail that the trail provides, and I was a little skeptical of that until today. Because I had mentioned to Rabbit, the runner, the guy who manages the Rabbit Hole hostel, I mentioned that I didn't have any camp shoes, that I really wished I'd brought my Zero sandals because I'd like to walk in them and maybe even slack back and trail run a little bit of the trail sometime in the future. And he mentioned, hey, there's a pair of camp shoes sitting in the biker box. You might want to look at them. I was a little skeptical, and I think he even mentioned now that the Zeros are like $60 to $70 shoes, sandals. Nobody's going to leave those. But I looked in this morning, and by golly, they're brand new Zero sandals, the very kind I've run a marathon in. So I took them. And, boy, I'm in heaven now. A former skeptic of the trail providing slogan now. I believe it does provide in some weird sense. I guess if you don't go looking for it, you'll never find it, right? So I was looking for some sandals, and I thought I could buy some today at the Outfitters in Damascus, but now I don't have to. It's cool. I'm having a great time. So I'm at the Double Spring shelter. I think it's the last shelter before Damascus. It looks like a 7-8 manor. There's nobody else here. I stopped because I'm going to brew myself some coffee and eat a honey bun and just take my time today because, like I say, it's a pretty easy day. So here's a fire pit. Got a table. There's some water a little bit off trail. I think you said it's like 0.2 miles. That blue blaze up there leads to the water. So I'm going to stay here, brew some coffee, and have a good time. Relaxing on the side of the ridge. Unbelievably, Waymaker just walked by and stopped and chatted for 5 to 10 minutes. So in Strider's, I guess, a little bit farther back. Strider's his foot's kind of hurting him and he's kind of slowed down. But I told Waymaker, said, no, I think you've sped up a lot because I noticed you're getting a lot stronger. That guy is a real dynamo. On the negative side, I heard that Tattoo and Goo have dropped out for a couple of weeks because Tattoo had problems with her ankle. She had that when I was walking with her. And I haven't seen her in 2 or 3 weeks now, and I was wondering what happened because they were usually ahead of me. She dropped out. The claim is she's coming back online in 2 to 3 weeks when it heals up. So I hope she does, because man, she's a good hiker. So I made it in after 15.5 miles to this stealth campsite. This is great. Southbounder coming the other way told me that there's a lot of good campsites along this route. So I've only got 5 miles left in the Damascus, which is perfect for tomorrow. I would like to thank the guy who left these Zeros, perfect size for me, brand new. These are like $60 sandals. He abandoned them, according to Rabbit, at the rabbit hole, because he didn't want to carry them anymore. I mean, I've run marathons in Zeros just like these. These are great. I'm going to hike into town tomorrow wearing these. Thank you, whoever that trail angel was.